Hey everyone, the Arthur of Gaming here. I got a couple cool new things to show you today. The first one is going to be the new, as you can see back here. Where is it? Back this way. There we go. The D&D Icons of the Realms Icewind Dale Rime of the Frostmaiden Minis. As I said, these are from Wizkids, which are great. I have many minis from them. Most of my collection actually. And these ones have some particularly cool features to them that I think that you're gonna like. One thing I thought was really cool is there's a whole bunch of animals, at least in the packs I got. I got eight packs of the minis, and there's four per pack. And I got a lot of different kinds of animals. I got my wife loves to play druids, and when in one of my games that I currently run, I have another guy who is also a druid. So I have some druids running around everywhere, and I think that this pack helps a little bit because there's a few really good animals in this. So one of them is this one here, this awesome mammoth. Like, look at this guy. Oh, he's huge, isn't he? He's really big. He's a mammoth, big furry mammoth, which I think is pretty awesome. And I think that that one's a good one. I'm going to move this box out of the way a little bit here. So the mammoth is pretty cool as far as animals go. There's this like crag cat, which is like maybe like a saber-toothed cat kind of a deal. There was a frost wolf kind of a deal, and there's like a little wolf guy, which I've had other wolves as well, but it's always good to have another different type of wolf. There was a fox, which I thought was pretty interesting because he's tiny. Little tiny fox guy, which I think is pretty cool. I'm trying to get myself out of the way of the camera. So there's that. And then there was this one I thought was particularly hilarious. This little fish. Yep, little fish on like a water spout, jumping in the air. I thought that's kind of. I didn't have any little fish, so that's kind of cool. And I had a reindeer as well. So those are some cool animals that show up in the set, which I think are particularly interesting. There's some other great minis in here as well. I love this Ice Maiden kind of a deal here. This I know my green screen's kind of messing with it, but this guy is blue. He's icy looking. Got like this cool stuff going around it. It's pretty great mini. There was some good gnolls in here. There's like a werebear, like an angry werebear mini, which I thought was pretty cool as well. I didn't have a lot of werebears, so that's pretty good. I had bears, so you could always use the bears as a bear, but I didn't have like a werebear, when he's in his hybrid form or anything. There's a nice big orc guy who's bigger than the rest of the minis. So if you put him up against like a normal size mini like this guy here, and move some of these guys out of the way. So you get this cool little guy here who's got like this really nice, fur cloak and stuff. And then you put this orc down next to me. You see there's just like such a big difference. Like the orc is just a massive figure, as is the gnoll. So here's another one, like a gnoll. You can see the gnoll. Kind of slide him back a little bit here. So there's the orc, there's the guy, and there's the gnoll. And the gnoll is just a massive figure as well, which I thought was kind of cool. Oftentimes you get minis where the gnolls and the orcs and stuff are just the same size as all the rest of the minis. So they're all just these little tiny, minis, and they're all the same size roughly. And you don't get any real height difference between them. But with this one, there was some pretty good height difference, which I really enjoyed. So this is the Icewind Dale Rime of the Frostmaiden. Some really great minis. A Goliath there. All sorts of. There's a couple small ones. There's like a little Durgar guy here, which I thought was a particularly interesting looking sculpt. Kind of looks like a monk, or maybe some sort of like sorcerer or something. But a cool little Durgar guy, which I thought was particularly good. This guy I thought was particularly interesting as well. This one was the, what was it again? So my only complaint about these is that you can't see the bottoms very well. So the bottoms, oops, I just dropped my mini. The bottoms are clear, and they etch the name on the bottom, and it's kind of hard to read them sometimes. And one of the ones I thought was really cool was this Thumper. This guy's just this massive undead kind of creature, no face, mouth in like the middle of his body, and he's just got this massive hammer. I thought he was kind of a interesting mini. He was one of the first ones I took out, and I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. And a killer whale, which I thought was pretty wicked. Again, going back to the animals, right? So you see that killer whale. He's on this blue, watery spout, which I know my green screen's kind of messing with. Sorry about that. But he comes up out of the water with this blue spout, and that's pretty cool. Again, if you're, I did a water setup for my river break game a few weeks ago, and that's the water. I had a 3D, things in the water. I had a boat and all this kind of stuff, and one of these would have been kind of cool to use in there, especially not my river break game because no one's playing a druid. But if you're playing, a water campaign and you have a druid, it's going to be sometime they're going to try to turn into a killer whale on you, as soon as they can. So this is. Let's give you a better show of the box here. This is the Icons of the Realms Icewind Dale Rime of the Frostmaiden Minis. You get 4 minis per pack. One big one, like this Thumper, or a mammoth, or an orca, or the various large, massive minis, and then 3 smaller minis to go with it. I don't know the MSRP off the top of my head, but they're usually like around $20 or so. Usually how Wizkids does it. And I should just take that part right out. Let's just pause. So here we have the Icewind Dale Icons of the Realms Rime and the Frostmaiden Minis. You can see them here behind me, and if we take a look over here, we can see the actual Wizkids page. So if you go to wizkids.com, you can check out their booster page, and as you can see right here, the MSRP for one booster, which is 1 large mini, so you get one of the large ones like these, I'm not even doing that over there. I didn't transition. Fuck me. Yeah, so here we have the D&D Icons of the Realm Icewind Dale Rime of the Frostmaiden Minis. They're by Wizkids Games, as you can see here. There's some great minis in here. Some of the larger minis I really like. And so we're going to talk about the booster pack now. So if you look at the booster pack here, it comes with 1 large mini, which is going to be your mammoth, or your orca, or your Thumper, this massive guy with a hammer. I mean, you're gonna have all these large minis. You have 1 in each pack, and then you're gonna get 3 smaller minis in that pack. And the MSRP on that booster is $16.99. If we can get out of the way so you can see here. Yep. So there you go. $16.99 is the cost of a booster. The brick, which is an 8 count, which is what I got, is $135.92. So there's just a great amount of figures in here. They look amazing. If you can see the pictures here, I mean, they're just awesome. As they always say, buy local if you can. Go to your FLGS and buy some. You can get them from Wizkids themselves. There's tons of places to find these. Pretty much any place that sells D&D stuff should probably have some of these packs around anyway. Or look for Wizkids Unpainted Minis. I mean, Wizkids sells, in my opinion, a great line of minis. Like I said earlier, I have tons of Wizkids minis. Most of what I have is from them. So I use them a lot. I think they're great. So go check them out. Wizkids.com. Wizkids Games, I think they are on Instagram. Go check them out there. You can find me at the Arthur of Gaming on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all those places. Please follow me, subscribe to my channel, like the video, make some comments. Let me know. Are these kind of videos where I show off some Wizkids products, for instance, things that you like? Let me know. I'd like to hear more. What other kind of products maybe you do want to see? Maybe if I already have it, or if I don't, I can get a hold of it and kind of show you guys some things that you haven't seen but would like to. So try and do those for me. Let me know. And as always, guys, it's a crazy world out there. Stay safe.